Hey ladies, thank y'all for joining me today. We're just gonna jump right into it. So I want to start out by asking, who are you guys and where are you from?
My name is Queen and I'm from Miami, Florida.
My name is Lily, also from Miami, Florida.
I'm Jess, also from Miami, Florida.
Well, how long have you guys been friends?
We've been friends since probably about 2015.
16 for me.
I met you in 15.
Yeah.
It was somewhere between 15 and 16. We met in Tallahassee, Florida, and we've been friends since then. Although we all from Miami, we didn't even know each other down here from high school. None of that. We just all met in Tallahassee around that.
Somehow,
that time.
some way.
What was it like for you guys to go into business together? What was that like?
Stressful.
Elaborate on that. Why do you say stressful?
I think it's like being in a relationship in a sense. Like you literally have to work with your partner on everything, and having more than one partner is a lot to work with. Like everybody has a different opinion on things. You got two people that like one thing, the other one don't like it. So even when it came down to us taking pictures, you got one person in that picture whose face don't look good, the picture can't get posted. So yeah, it was a little stressful.
I mean, on the brighter side, we all like the same thing. So that made things easy as far as like what we wanted to do and how we wanted to go about the business. Just us having a lot of
Similarities.
Yeah, it made it easier.
As far as like coming down to like what we wanted to get into business with, I think that part was kind of easy. We went through a number of things where we thought we was going to do this, then it was this, then it was this. So it was like it took a few months for us to really even solidify what it was that we were going to do. And when we found out what that was, that even took time, because no real thing or no big thing is built, like that. So it did take some time. In regards to us like working together, yeah, it's like a relationship.
Y'all make it seem like it's so.
It's not so bad. It's just at times it can get kind of a little frustrating when you have 3 alpha females. And we all have bold personalities. So when it comes to business, emotions and business just don't even go hand in hand, and we're all very emotional. So I mean, that's a thing, but because we know that in the forefront and we discussed that with each other in the beginning, we knew that these type of days would come and that business still would need to move on, feel our way, but we sisters at the end of the day, but on a business standpoint, we're business partners. So we move forward.
Where did the idea of Suit Yourself come from?
It started out with just the social media platform. Prior to the social media platform, it started with 3 friends just traveling, and then we take pictures. And one of our pictures just went viral. Now we've had a couple that went viral, but this first one, it went viral, and that's the one that kind of let us know that, hey, we can do something with this. We started to see ourselves get posted on really big platforms that we wish to hold that same type of weight. One day we got reposted on Lena Waite's story.
We love her.
Yeah.
We kind of look up to her too.
So just with that, and people DMing us and saying certain things to us about like, wow, you guys inspire us, or you guys inspire me. That's the type of stuff that we were getting back just based off of this social media platform. And from there, we just spoke amongst ourselves to say, like, let's do something big with this. Let's do something positive with this. And here we are.
What do you want your supporters to suit themselves for exactly?
It's just any and everything. Suit Yourself doesn't start and stop with how you dress, or who you love, or
your attitude.
It can be anything. Oftentimes, of course, we're 3 lesbian women, of course. So, you know, your sexuality is one thing, religion is another thing. Just anything that makes you happy as an individual is the thing that you should go with. When it comes down to the clothes that you wear, whatever you feel like wearing at that time, put it on. It doesn't matter if, you know, the next person is gonna feel like, well, what she got on? It don't matter, because it's not their business. As long as you feel good doing this, this is what you should wear. This is what you should embrace. Whatever suits you. One thing for me is, a lot of times, and I know this is a big thing within our culture, but I can only speak on our culture, but a lot of times parents, they have kids and they try to live through their kids, and they try to forecast what their kids' life will be. Like, you have a daughter, you're gonna say that she's going to be a doctor, and it's like, how can you choose that for her? You have a son, African-American male, and automatically you cast him being an athlete to get you out of wherever, or even if you're not, you know, poor, you just cast sports on him because that's a stigma for African-American males. And oftentimes I feel like, you know, that's why you have these people that make it all the way to the top and then they get on drugs, or they just lose it all, because that was never their thing. That was for their parents. So even in that aspect, whatever suits you, whatever makes you happy. Your daddy might want you to play football, but every time you hear music, your leg tapping. Maybe you want to be a tap dancer, so go tap. Whether that makes your dad happy or anybody else, what really matters is what makes you happy.
Okay, so now what ways do you guys plan to use your brand or your platform in today's society?
Well, basically, we're just trying to convey the message to living your truth and live out loud unapologetically. Being unapologetically, like, don't apologize for anything that makes you comfortable.
Stand in your truth, like she said. Don't be afraid. Don't have doubts or worry about what the next person would say. Just suit yourself, like, be you, walk in your own truth.
So just with us being lesbian women, that's just one thing. Like, most gay people, they have to encounter that portion of themselves when they have to come out to their family. And despite the friction, despite, you know, the people that's gonna, like, you know, treat you bad just based off of a choice that just doesn't even involve them at all. Because of their biases, they're gonna treat you a certain way. So basically you're gonna stand against adversity based off of whatever decision. It doesn't have to be about you being gay. It could be about you being black. It could be about you just wanting to go be an entrepreneur versus going to be a lawyer. It could be anything. Whatever makes you happy, that's what it is that you need to go ahead and do. Even if it's gonna cause friction. All of us had to encounter, you know, a portion where our families was kind of against us. And to be honest, you know, that's really hard. That's very hard to, like, you know, deal with. And this is why, you know, because the people that should be there for you, the people that should hold you tight and hug you, or whatever the case is, those are the people that, like, turn their backs on you. So you feel alone, but it's still something that you have to do. If these people love you, they'll come back around. All of our families. I live with my mom. Like, it's like, it's open arms with your family. The sooner you come out and the sooner you go through, the only way to get past it is to actually go through it. There's gonna be messages about mental health. There's gonna be messages about the stuff that we go through and what those things push us to. Like, there's gonna be messages about literally any and everything. Without saying too much, there's just gonna be messages that supports every little thing that stands against societal norms.
What are some tips you guys can give your supporters on how to suit yourself?
I would say just always choosing you, loving yourself to begin with. I think that's where it starts. You gotta love yourself. You gotta choose happiness within yourself first. And then, I don't know, from there,
Everything else will fall in line.
Yeah.
And if it don't, it wasn't meant to. It's that person's loss or those people's loss or anything. Like just looking at today's society, just being black. Why do we encounter friction from just based off of the color of our skin? I don't apologize for being black. So when I walk through a crowd of, everybody else, just because, and nobody, no other black person in sight, my head is held so high it's crazy. I fear nobody. I see myself to be beneath not one person. I think that I'm excellent. They think that they're excellent. Just do you. That's how you suit yourself. Do you. If ever there's something that you're about to do and you question how a person is going to look at it, that's where you're wrong. Because that person don't matter.
Well, for me, I have a great attitude towards a lot of things. I try not to let anything get me down, because if I'm down, I'm down. But I'm talking about when I'm happy, can't nothing take my smile away. Your attitude is something that plays a big part in who you are. And that's one thing can't no one take away from you.
So it starts with your attitude about yourself.
And make sure you love yourself.
We thank y'all for joining us today. We look forward to seeing the great things you guys have in store for us. And thank y'all for suiting yourselves. Peace.